Imagine sitting through 12 years of school, doing everything they told you, only to realize no one taught you how to build wealth. You learned equations, historical dates, and grammar rules, but never how money works, grows, or frees you. We sit through class after class, memorizing things we'll forget within months. Meanwhile, the most important subject of all, wealth, is completely ignored. School teaches us how to be good employees, not wealthy individuals. It teaches us how to follow instructions, but not how to create our own path. We're taught to obey rules, but the wealthy learn how to rewrite them. That's lesson 1. The real world rewards creators, not followers. We learned how to get a job, but no one taught us how to make money outside of one. School says study hard, get a job, earn a salary, as if that's the only path. But a salary is just one stream of income, and often the weakest one. Wealth is built by stacking multiple streams, not relying on one. Nobody explained that your income doesn't equal your wealth. Two people can earn $100,000 a year and have completely different financial lives. One builds wealth because they invest, the other stays broke because they spend. The difference is education, not the kind you get in school, but the kind you build yourself. School teaches you to trade time for money, but the wealthy learn to trade money for time. They build assets that pay them whether they work or not. That's lesson 2. Wealth is measured in freedom, not hours worked. Another thing school never taught: money is emotional. We make spending decisions based on feelings, not logic, and that's exactly how people stay broke. We buy to feel better, not to become better. The wealthy reverse this. They invest for their future, not their feelings. We were never taught the difference between assets and liabilities. We think anything we own is valuable, but most of what people buy loses money the moment it's purchased. A car, liability. Latest phone, liability. True assets are things that put money into your pocket, not take it out. We were taught that saving money makes us smart. But saving alone never created wealth for anyone. Savings protect you. Investing grows you. Wealthy people use savings as a tool, not a destination. School never explained the silent wealth killer, inflation. Each year, your money loses value while prices go up. Your money isn't growing, it's shrinking. That's lesson 3. Money sitting still is money disappearing. We learned how to solve for X, but no one taught us how to solve for freedom. They told us to get degrees, not assets. Degrees help you earn money. Assets help you keep and multiply it. We grew up hearing, get a good job. But no one said, build something that pays you forever. Jobs end when you stop working. Wealth continues even after you're gone. Another lesson never taught. The wealthy don't work harder. They think differently. While most people ask, how do I earn more? The wealthy ask, how do I multiply what I already earn? The difference is leverage, using money, people, systems, and time as multipliers instead of limits. School almost never talks about taxes, yet taxes are one of the biggest expenses in life. Wealthy people learn the tax code because it was written to reward investors and builders. They know how to legally pay less, save more, and reinvest the difference. Everyone else just pays and hopes there's something left. We were never taught about compound interest, one of the strongest forces in wealth creation. Money that earns money, which then earns more money. It starts slow, then explodes over time like a snowball, turning into an avalanche. That's lesson 4. Small investments become massive with time. But time only works for you if you start. Most people wait. They say, I'll start when I make more, or I'll invest when I learn more. But every day you wait, you lose the most valuable resource: time. The wealthy start early, even if it's small. School taught us to fear mistakes. But in wealth, mistakes are classrooms. Every bad investment teaches you something a book never could. The wealthy fail forward and faster. In school, we sit in rows, learn the same way, and get judged by the same answers. But money doesn't work like that. There is no one right way to get rich. There are thousands, and all of them require creativity, risk, and independent thinking. School rewards memorization. Wealth rewards execution. You can read 100 investing books and still be broke. But make your first investment, even a tiny one, and you've already done more than most. We were told to avoid debt at all costs. But school never taught us that there are two types: good debt and bad debt. Bad debt makes you poor. Good debt makes you rich. Wealthy people use debt to buy assets that pay for themselves. They borrow to invest and let the returns handle the cost. Meanwhile, most people borrow to consume and let their paychecks handle the burden. That's lesson 5. Debt is a tool, not a trap, if used correctly. We were told to live within our means. That's good advice, but the wealthy go further. They live below their means and invest the difference. Your income can make you comfortable. Your investments make you wealthy. We were never taught the wealth formula. Income expenses equals investment power. Investment power times time times compound growth equals wealth. It's simple, but powerful, and it was never shown to us in school. Here's another truth the classroom never mentioned. Your friends matter. If your circle spends, you'll spend. If your circle invests, you'll invest. Wealth is contagious when surrounded by the right people. The same is true for poverty. School taught us to wait for permission, raise your hand, follow the rules, stay in line. But wealth requires action without permission. You don't need approval to start a business, invest, or learn. You just need courage and curiosity. We grew up thinking success means no failure. But wealth requires failing many times, just not quitting. Every rich person you admire has failed more than you've tried. They learned from each one and kept going. Here's a lesson we never heard. It's not what you earn, it's what you keep, invest, and grow. The average millionaire has expense discipline, not just income. They don't upgrade cars every year. They upgrade their net worth. School teaches you how to build a resume. Wealth comes from building a portfolio. A resume gets you a job. A portfolio sets you free. The system told us to wait. Wait to graduate, wait for a job, wait to retire. But wealth doesn't wait. It compounds. The earlier you start, the easier it becomes. The later you start, the harder you have to work. We were never taught that money is a skill, a mindset, a language. And like any skill, anyone can learn it, but only if they seek it. We were taught to fear talking about money. Wealthy families talk about money openly, honestly, and constantly. They pass information, not just money. That's why their wealth survives, while others restart from zero each generation. Another lesson school never mentioned. Money isn't the goal, it's the tool. The real goal is time, freedom, choice, and control over your own life. School taught us to chase success. But wealth is about building stability. Success is loud, wealth is silent. You don't need to show it when you truly own it. Here's a secret. The school system was built during the industrial age. It was designed to create workers, not owners. Obedient, structured, replaceable. Not creative, powerful, or financially free. But today, everything has changed. Information is free. Opportunities are everywhere. Anyone with a phone has access to tools once only millionaires had. This is the era of self-taught wealth. The era of digital leverage. Wealth today is not about being born lucky. It's about learning what school never taught and applying it relentlessly. Because in the real world, knowledge doesn't make you powerful. Applied knowledge does. So what should have been taught in school? How compound interest works, how to invest early, how to build assets, how to avoid debt traps, how to control spending, how to build passive income streams. We should have learned how to build wealth even with a normal income, how to use money to buy freedom, not comfort, how to think long-term, not just live paycheck to paycheck, but that education starts here with you. Because here's the truth. No one is coming to save you financially. Not school, not a job, not luck. You have to learn the real rules of wealth and then apply them. Wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with mindset. It starts with knowledge. It starts with action. And most importantly, it starts with the decision that you deserve more than survival. So here are the wealth lessons school never taught. Don't just earn, invest. Don't just save, grow. Don't just work, build. Don't just spend, multiply, own assets. Control your time, leverage your effort. Let money become your employee, not your master. In the end, wealth is not a subject. It's a lifestyle, a way of thinking, a way of seeing the world differently. And once you learn the real lessons, you can never go back to the way you used to live. The old education system was built to shape workers, but your new education shapes freedom. And when wealth becomes a skill, not a mystery, your life begins to change forever. Don't wait for someone to teach you. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start now. Learn now. Build now. The greatest wealth class of your life starts when school ends and you decide to take over.